All right, Coach, they've got right around 100,000 packed in here like sardines at AT&T Stadium. And with the roof closed and the bottled waters flowing, figures to be a loud and raucous atmosphere in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Here we go.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Yellow. 180.
Check. Watch 54. Squeeze.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Redskins send out their punter. He'll kick it away after 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try the left side. McFarland. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down, McFarland. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Regular. Check Mike.
Here's Mayfield. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
180. Oh, you got deep?
Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down.
Watch out.
On 1st down, McFarland. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Redskins' 42-yard line.
Good. 180. Regular. You ain't got nothing.
Watch safety creep.
Watch out.
From the gun, Mayfield. loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Play fake. Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way. Now Mayfield lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And got his man complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
That'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on second down, Mahomes. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. from the shotgun. It's Mayfield. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's more on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
17 yards that time and a Washington first. Now Mahomes. 20! Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down now, McFarland stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That is the same case on that play. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On first down, McFarland. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Regular. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing. Mayfield being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll let this go for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he is all the way up past the 25. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill.
15.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Yellow. 55, Mike. Hey, rip list. Watch the run.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, all of them. They all want to be number one.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Wants to run. They're running it.
Pistol. Spud.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he's going to take off with it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Mahomes now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A toss play. Gordon. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
43!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Go!
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
It's now 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Mahomes going to throw, buying time to his left. He'll fire a desperation, and this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side, it's, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Washington, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.